Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amebra, and today we are back with the Amberlynn Reid Destiny Era Retro Reacts. And guess what? I have a microphone. Can you hear me? Am I giving you ASMR? Alright, today we will be watching How I'm Really Feeling About Meeting Destiny in all caps, exclamation point. This video is from June 24th, 2015. We're getting wild and wacky today. I'm wearing both of my earbuds today, and I'm already questioning if I should have done that. Because yet again, I can hear myself way too well.
Hello everybody. This video was requested.
Hi.
People want
Whoa. She is way too loud. Calm down, Amber. Alright.
me to kind of do video diaries of how I'm feeling about meeting Destiny on July 2nd. It will be the first time her and I are meeting face to face in person, and I'm honestly super freaking terrified.
She's so super terrified. As if, like, this isn't exactly how she's met any other girlfriend she's ever had. Oh my god, guys, I'm so nervous to go down the same route that I've been going down. Guys, I'm about to do the same thing thrice, and I am scared that it is going to yet again not work out. Well, guess what? She's done it plenty of other times since this time, and it hasn't worked out yet. She's with Emily, but ugh, that's a whole train wreck. That doesn't count.
Growing up, I was really bullied because of my weight. I didn't have as many friends as the average kid.
I was also bullied for my weight, but like, I don't feel like I've taken it out on others. Like, okay, so I guess I was like kind of like an angry teenager, you know, but I grew out of that like angry mindset and I don't take it out on other people. She is well into her 30s and is still taking it out on other people and making her problems as a human other people's problems.
Didn't go play with people. I just wasn't as happy as the average kid. I was always the fat friend, the ugly friend.
Same.
I just always felt like Fat Amber, and that's exactly what I was called.
I related to that. Oof. Like, I'd feel like I was a fat, ugly friend.
It wasn't just in school. It wasn't just random people looking at me while I was walking in a mall. It was even my brother and my dad. It was within the family. My brother and my dad would.
Okay, I was about to interject with something, but I feel like she's about to explain it. So let me just play it.
Really belittle me because of my weight. As a little girl.
Okay, wait, hold on. What does this have to do with meeting Destiny? Why is she trauma dumping on us right now? What does any of this have to do with meeting Destiny and her, like, documenting how she felt before meeting her? What? I'm so confused about that.
Girl, my dad would push me into a corner and he would spit loogies in my face, calling me every fat name that I could even think of imaginable. It was probably the hardest for me hearing it come from my dad. I almost expected it.
Yet again, what does this have to do with meeting Destiny? Like, I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm not trying to downplay what she went through. I am just legitimately confused about what this has to do with meeting Destiny.
Expected it from kids at school, but not from my own father. My brother saw how my dad treated me,
Okay.
and it kind of grew on him as we got older into teenage years. My brother would physically abuse me. The things he
What does this have to do with meeting Destiny? Girl, I'm traumatized. Like, what does this have to do with her meeting Destiny at all? What is going on?
say regarding my weight was absolutely horrific. Every bad thing that would ever happen to me in my life, I purely blamed it on my weight. If I got a bad grade, it was because of my
Okay.
weight.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. What what was this called again? How I'm really feeling about meeting Destiny. Okay, just wanted to double
If a
check.
boy didn't want to go out with me, it was because of my weight. If a girl didn't want to go out with me, it was because of my weight. If I slipped and fell, it was because of my weight. Everything.
Okay, sidetrack. Because I feel like we need some reprievement from this. When I was growing up and even as a teenager, I used to fall like seriously all the time. Like I would trip over curbs. I would trip over, okay, this one day I was walking to my friend's house because she got this pool and I was like, oh, hell yeah. And I was like walking to her house and this tree, the roots were growing under the sidewalk and they were like pushing the sidewalk like blocks, I guess you would call them. I don't know. Pushing them up. And there was a very big one. And then directly after that one, like seriously, I'm not being dramatic. It was up like this high. And then the next one was like this. Okay. I successfully step over this one. And I'm like, we're in the clear, baby. Nope, we sure weren't. Tripped over this one and sprained my ankle. And like, I was like up the street from my house and I sprained my ankle like so bad to like where I could barely walk on it. And I was like crying. And like one of like our neighbors, he was out, thank God. And he was like, are you okay? And I was like, I just sprained my ankle. And he was like, I can drive you to your house because he knew where I lived. He like drove me to my house. It was so nice. Like for him to do that. Um, but yeah, I didn't get to go to my friend's house and try out her pool. All right, now I got to have my trauma dump. Let's continue.
Was because of my weight. I know it was all in my head at the time. A lot of it was because of my weight. My life was revolved around my weight. I gotta be honest, I've had quite a few relationships, hookups, friends with benefits, whatever you want to call it, in my life, which is quite
Okay.
shocking for someone my size. But I've only had a few.
Honestly, I don't feel like it's that shocking. I mean, it just all has to do with like confidence, honestly. I don't think it's that weird.
Relationships where it was truly people that cared about me and I cared about them. My first true relationship was with a girl named Cassidy. We met online. We talked to each other.
Casey, just if there are any people who God, who know me in real life, um the person that she just referred to um is trans. He is called Casey now, just for context. But he wasn't transitioned at this point.
Each other for almost a full year before we met in person. While we were an online relationship, a long distance relationship, I would send her pictures of my face. I made her understand that I was a bigger girl. I
Actually, maybe he was transitioned at that point. It's hard to tell because Amberlynn does not respect people's pronouns. If the person's pronouns have changed, and she doesn't respect people's name changes. She has an ex named Beck, um, who is non-binary, goes by they them, and Amberlynn has been misgendering them and calling them by their dead name for years at this point, even after Beck made it known that they did prefer they, them pronouns, but they also said that they preferred that, like, they could be called she, but, like, I don't know. I feel like if someone's saying that they prefer to be called they, them, I think you should just respect that. Um, and if they decide that it's different for a day and they correct you, then, like, go with that, you know? Um, but, like, the name change is also, like, a huge deal. To just be calling Beck by the name that they used to go by is just so shitty. And um, Amberlynn only just now changed the pronouns in the name that she referred to them by, um, because she's in scalding hot water right now. Her ballet flats are like this close to the fire at this very moment. She's like, the flames are like licking her ballet flats at this time. She is in deep doo doo.
I told her my weight, and she really, really accepted that. Things were honestly freaking great when we first met. I was super nervous. I had butterflies in my stomach. My stomach was in freaking knots. I had faith that she was gonna like me, that she was gonna think I was beautiful, and I really wasn't worried at all. Then, about a year later, I moved in with her, and as our relationship got more serious and more in depth, she was honest with me, and she told me that the first time she ever met me in person, she did not find me attractive whatsoever. I was
See, I feel like she's making that up. And I also feel like Casey could have said that after, like, all of the turmoil that Amber had put him through. I mean, all the stuff that she put him through, I would not be attracted to her anymore either.
I was freaking so shocked, so hurt, and so surprised. We weren't in a heated fight or anything. She was purely setting me down, and she was being honest that when we met in person, I wasn't attractive to her at all. It completely lowered my self esteem a great deal, and I was never the same since then.
Amberlynn is such a victim. Violin has really entered the chat with this video in particular. She has really just laid it on thick.
She was that one person who I honestly thought would think I was beautiful unconditionally. Don't get me wrong, as time went on and we lived together, like, obviously she started finding me attractive because she started to get to know my personality. It still really scarred me. After Cassidy came Crystal. She was my second, like, true, honest, meaningful relationship.
She's still in her house recording this. I'm like squirming. I'm like, ah, so uncomfortable, so uncomfy. Oh my God.
I have asked Crystal in the past what she expected when she first met me in person, and she told me she didn't know what to expect. I, too, as well, made her process in her head that I was a big girl and to please expect that. I was very hesitant because of what happened with Cassidy.
I just went to push up my glasses. They're up here. I could I couldn't possibly push them up anymore, actually.
When it came to Crystal, but Crystal was, she had a softer heart. She was kinder, more understanding, so I really didn't think anything bad.
I feel like Crystal lacked confidence and, like, oh man. But Amberlynn was, you know, abusing her. So, like, physically abusing her. Um, so I could see why she lacked confidence if that's the way she was being treated.
Bad was going to happen with that. When we met, she thought I was beautiful, and it made me feel really, really good. It helped with my self esteem.
Just the way that I know how things have played out. Oh my God.
self-esteem. I was finally with someone who accepted everything about me. A couple years in, though, she completely stopped telling me I was beautiful. I honestly didn't get compliments from her. That is
Oh my God. She just lives off of validation. She lives off of cottage cheese and Doritos and validation. I don't understand how a person needs so much validation to just live.
that is when I thought I was doing something wrong. I thought my weight finally failed me in this relationship. My insecurities and my self-esteem had never been so low in my life. As everything is said and done now, Crystal does think I'm beautiful. She tells me on a day-to-day basis now that we're broken up, which is
What? That's weird, but also does not feel real. It feels like she's lying, especially because of that weird giggly thing that she did. I feel like she's lying.
ironic. At the time, I literally felt like the ugliest person in the world. Through going through all that when I was a little girl and just past
She is a pretty ugly person. She is a very ugly person. And I don't mean like physically, necessarily. Um, but the things that she does, the things that she says, the way that she's just like so manipulative and gross. Like she's just a very just grotesque person. I don't know how else to describe it.
past relationships where I didn't even feel beautiful, I have officially hit rock bottom in my insecurities and my self-esteem. I can look at you guys right now and tell you I am not the most beautiful person in the world. I am morbidly obese in society's eyes. That is disgusting. So when it comes to Destiny, this
Okay.
is why I am super terrified of meeting her. I am literally
Destiny already knows what you look like. They're on FaceTime 24/7. Meeting up with each other really isn't gonna, it's not gonna be that different. I'm sure that there was a point where like she had the camera set up and she was like, "Oh, hold on, I have to go grab something," and like got up and like walked away. And like Destiny, like for sure saw what she looked like. It's not like it was like a total mystery. And also, she had like a YouTube channel too. So I don't know. I feel like it's just a silly concern to have personally.
constantly reminding her how fat I am, even as we're on FaceTime, where she can physically see this herself. But in my head, I feel
Exactly. Exactly, girly.
like she's not understanding how big I truly am. You guys, I am constantly worried about what she's gonna think when we meet in person.
Like she's gonna see her in person and be like, oh God. Loud, wrong buzzer noise. Gonna be like, never mind. Let's, come on, Grandma, let's pack it up and drive back to Kentucky. Oh, wait, back to Kentucky. Virginia and Kentucky are right next to each other, by the way. Also, it takes 8 hours to get from Virginia to Kentucky. I clocked that. I was like on point when I made that estimation last video. I was like, damn, all right.
This is honestly actually kind of embarrassing. I have I've gone as far as to showing her naked pictures of me. I feel like
Hold on. Wait. So she's like, guys, I sent nudes to my not girlfriend. She's making it seem like, she's like, guys, I, like she's just telling us that she sent nudes to her not girlfriend. Like, okay. She's like, I'm doing it to show her how big I am. But like, come on now. You were just sending nudes. It's okay. I mean, I don't suggest it. I don't suggest sending nudes, but people do it. It's fine. Like, you don't have to tell us that you're sending nudes. I don't want to think about you like in the mood sending nudes out to your not girlfriend. I don't want to know.
Like, if she sees it now before things get even more serious than they already are, if she doesn't like how I look, then there's not a potential in this relationship. This really
Girly plop, you've already gone and sent her nudes. You're fine.
really haunts me. Even after all my insecurities and every single flaw that I have, and I have freaking millions, she still thinks I'm beautiful and she accepts everything I've ever told her about me. I don't want to push Destiny away because she has really
I wonder how many fabricated stories she told her. Oh man, she's definitely one of those people that tells like so many just fabricated stories just to like gain sympathy from people. So then she can like treat them like shit down the line. Yeesh.
made me insanely happy at such a hard time in my life. She came into my life at the most perfect time. There's times when she tells me I'm beautiful and I question her truthfulness only because of
So wait, 6 minutes in, how is she really feeling about meeting Destiny? Oh wait, no. She's feeling nervous about it. Hold on, never mind. Let's act like I didn't say that.
my own reasons, my own I'm scared to be lied to. It's hard for me to trust people and I feel like my weight is really
Your heart isn't there, Amber. Your heart's here. You're not speaking from your heart if you're doing that. Okay?
just messed with my head so hardcore. I know a lot of it has to do with the fact that I lost a lot of weight. I lost almost 100 pounds and I never felt
The famous, oh wait, no, it was the famous 89 LBs. She lost 100 pounds. She could have said she gained it back. Hold on.
that good before. And then I gained every single pound back.
There it is.
I'm fat Amber all over again. Destiny is
Girl, me too. The fuck?
insanely understanding when it comes to my insecurities. I talk to her about them all the freaking time. Like, I'm almost scared that I'm gonna push her away or sabotage something that could be
Oh, foreshadowing. Yes. That is a foreshadow if I've ever seen
so
one.
freaking beautiful. You guys, aside from me being a nervous freaking wreck, I am so excited to meet
Such a nervous freaking wreck, you guys. Oh my gosh. Goodness
her.
gracious.
I can't even put it into words how excited I really am. We have such a strong connection. We have
All
grown
right.
so close together. It's really crazy how technology has planted such a beautiful base for people to
Breaks up with her girlfriend 1 day later. Wow. I've really placed this brick in this thing called life. Thanks, phone. Crystal, kick rocks.
fall in love who normally wouldn't. I just can't wait to be in her arms and to be able to kiss her for the first time. I'm honestly so freaking excited. I'm very
Ugh. So cornball. Just freaking kiss already. God, just get it over with.
grateful that she accepts the person I am on the outside, but she also thinks I'm beautiful on the inside. On the
You know what, Amber? If you like her so much, why don't you marry her? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's because you're the only person that she would not would not get engaged to. Any other partners she's had gotten engaged to? Amber, she got her a promise ring just to shut her up.
On the inside, I'm a really, really good person, and she sees that and she points that out to me. A lot of people stop, stare, look at my body, and don't get to know me just because of how I look like on the outside. She actually got to know my inside.
I think they can tell that there's something off about her. Like, because I meet plenty of people all over the scale, right? At especially at my job. Like, I see all kinds of people, and if you're a good person, people can tell. People can tell if you're a good person, and it really doesn't matter. And if a person feels like it does, then they're just kind of like a shitty person, honestly.
Inside, and she got to see my appearance on the outside, and she still fell in love with me. I really need to try my hardest just to let my insecurities go and embrace this new relationship like I've never embraced anything before. Destiny makes me want to be a better
Whoa,
person.
it's buffering like crazy. God, I'm gonna have to go back. Ugh, fuck my life. What the hell?
I really need to try my hardest just to let my insecurities go and embrace this new
Let him go,
relationship like
girl.
I've never embraced anything
Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin.
before. Destiny makes me want to be a better person. I haven't been able to say that in the longest freaking time. I don't know if this video diary was anything like I was even expecting.
It wasn't. It was rambles. It was, first of all, what it was the biggest, weirdest trauma dump ever. Also, like, rambling and going on weird tangents that didn't really have to do with each other. Overall, I'm sitting here feeling confused. What did I just watch? I can't even recollect a single thing that she said. Oh, wait, no, I remember the loogie thing. That was like, she didn't have to share that. She really didn't have to share that.
Expecting to say, or what you guys were expecting to hear, but I just figured for my first
She could have written it down. She could have written down points. She has so many notebooks. She could have used a notebook to just write down some bullet points of points that she wanted to make, rather than going on this weird trauma dump tangent that she just went on for 8 minutes.
first one, I should probably just talk about how insecure I am. It really is playing a big part in this soon to be relationship, and I just hope that I don't ruin it. Destiny understands, and that's all that matters. But this is currently just how
Mm,
I'm feeling.
that's all that matters, is that Destiny gets it.
I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
I didn't enjoy it. I had the worst time of my life. I want my 8 minutes back. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.